Welcome. My name is Rich, and this is a laid-back Let's Play of Star Wars The Old Republic. In this Let's Play, I will look at the stories that the game is trying to tell, and luckily, Star Wars The Old Republic is very heavy on the story. I will also talk about things that I like about the game and things that I think could have been better. I'll talk about places I think the game and its lore drew inspiration, probably. I'm no expert, but probably, well, places that remind me of other things that I know about, basically. I'll also make jokes. I'll make terrible jokes. Sometimes at the expense of the game. Sometimes they'll just be bad on their own. But for now, what I'm doing is handing in this mission I had to Fila Dan. I've also got a hand in here. Does it turn in access codes? No. Okay, well, I've got a quest. Was it the old Galactic Markets, or was it Black Sun Territory? I think it was Black Sun Territory. That actually asked me to take the Secret Passages quest. And once I've done that, I'll be back to Taris.
Well, now look here. The hotshot's back after busting into the Justicar's base. Did you find the holodisc kit? Can I make a copy for my daughter?
Just come all the way here to say no.
Here, make your copy and give it back.
I had a good feeling the minute I met you. A quick copy. And there's your holodisc. Easy enough. You remember this. Undercity assistants will use these secret passages to help people in need.
Coruscant needs all the help it can get right now.
Nice to work with someone who knows what they're doing. Now take that disc back so security can ignore it again.
Huh. There's a quest for enemy droid machines in the works. What quest is that? Oh, it's just put it in the Dropbox. Okay. So I didn't need to come here for that. Fast travel to Black Sun sector. Because there'll be a Dropbox there that I can stick stuff in.
You've been gone a while. I'm even working overtime. My commander's calling every 5 minutes, bugging me about those schematics. You get them from the Justicars?
No.
I believe this is what you wanted.
Finally. Here's what I can pay you, plus a little extra for hazard duty. And can we keep this quiet? Hiring you to get this back makes the rest of us look bad.
Those schematics could be very helpful. Be sure they aren't wasted.
Well, my commander's real excited to see these secret passages, but we'll see if he actually follows through. Either way, you spared my team a massive headache, and probably even a few casualties.
Wouldn't it be weird if they did start using the tunnels, and so you've got teams of police and like socially minded guerrilla helpers all using the tunnels at the same time, running into one another, being confused. Like, what? Who is this? What are you doing here? What post have I got? Captain Daruga. Hello, it's an honor to be writing you. Fleet Admiral Iago asked me to pass along an important addendum to his previous message. As part of our ongoing effort to prevail in planetary conquests, guilds across the galaxy have been authorized to register a flagship with the Republic. Guild flagships will amplify contributions to planetary conquests and provide your guild with resource sharing and rapid deployment to a guildmate's position, along with other benefits. If you haven't joined a guild, I highly recommend you do so. And if you do enjoy guild membership already, but your guild doesn't have a flagship, we hope you work together to make it happen soon. Thanks for your time. Okay, so that's not really story related. Was I supposed to get this message before this one? Weird. Fleet Admiral Iago here, reaching out from the QAT system. Words come up from Pargon Sisto that you've got yourself a stronghold. Good. The more you build that up, the better. Think of your stronghold as your power base for the Republic. The more you expand and build out your stronghold, the more your contributions will count as we engage the enemy in planetary conquest events. Your conquest objectives will change periodically, as will the rewards. Keep an eye out for notifications in your official mission log, and keep fighting the good fight. Aesthetic Consultant Katorna. Crafting decorations. This is just a follow-up that tells me about crafting, so I don't think that that's story related, so I won't read it. And I don't think the other two were really, but I didn't really catch on to that. I don't know how to use that. Okay. But it doesn't look like there's a drop box here, unfortunately.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
Annoying that this isn't a direct travel route, but oh well. Aha, the sky. Wonder who cleans down there? Probably droids. I wonder who pulled strings to get the laws passed that allowed the creation of these big flat covers over these, like, basically trenches. Cutting people off down here from sunlight. Because we on Earth have got laws about the amount of sunlight that people get. So to hand this in, I actually do need to go to...
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
Ah, jeez, I'd need to go out and then back in again. I do actually need to go to the works. That's weird, because... Oh, hold on. Fast travelling to the travel point in the works. Wee, proper flying. Yeah, well, kind of. I'm flying... It's more like a flight path in World of Warcraft. Welcome, by the way, my Hawkman. Yeah, so, just puzzling this out. I need to get down... Oh, I can't click to get down there with that. I need to get down to the works to hand in a quest objective. And I could fast travel, but that would take me to one end of the zone, which is the opposite end from the one with the drop box that I need to put the quest objective into to complete the quest. I don't know why I can't just use any old drop box. I don't know why it has to be one in a specific zone, but apparently it does. So you tell an NPC where to take you, then watch what might as well be a cutscene while you fly. Yeah, basically. It's moving my character through a world. In World of Warcraft, which has a similar system to this, of flight paths, you're actually flying over... All of the areas that you're flying over are... Well, most of the areas are places your character can actually get to. With the exception of a few small zones across the world that aren't actually accessible. Particularly if you're in, like, a zone in World of Warcraft that allows flying at a higher riding training level. But in here, most of this is not accessible world. Like, I couldn't run from the Senate Tower over to the Galactic Market, or Old Galactic Market, for example. I couldn't. There isn't any way for me. Like, even if there appears to be like bridges and stuff, I can't actually make it from here over to here on foot. I have to take flight paths, or, well, taxis. So in that way, it's not very similar to World of Warcraft, but wait, are these not the same then? Major experience boost. Apparently not. Apparently they're two different things. Okay. Well, that's both of those handed in, so let's just travel back to Taris. Taris? Taris. Probably depends. Oh yeah, and apparently vehicles like this are not shared across your whole legacy. I don't know why. I got the impression that it was. There must have been something about one of the things that I read when I was picking up and its description that made me think that it would apply to all characters, but no. Once I unlocked fast travel on another character and code my wampa and checked, I didn't have access to this speeder, so it turns out I do need to buy speeders individually, which is fucking cheap if you ask me. But the fact that I don't have to dick about with the Champions Online system of only having the one speeder that I have to pass between characters is better, in my opinion.
I'm happy to share my knowledge with the young.
Alright, I can buy it now. There we go. Nice.
Farewell,
And now I
young
have
Jedi.
faster speeding, apparently. Even if it doesn't appear to be. Speeder training. Oh, it was only 10% speed increase. That's shit. Let's see if I can explore any of these zones before we go out to the quest location. Looks unlikely. Surprised we aren't being asked to help reclaim these obviously recently abandoned farmlands. Actually have more vehicles than characters in CO. There's dozens you can get, many of which are account bound and thus transferable. Yeah, but you have to... They're a physical object that you have to share between characters. And, like, occasionally I've made the mistake of deleting a character that still had a vehicle on it. Whereas in this and in World of Warcraft, you can have... In World of Warcraft, you can have more mounts than characters. In fact, I probably do by this point. But... they're basically like stored as an idea that you create when you click on the button. But in World of Warcraft, if you unlock a mount, it's available to every character on your account. There we go. That explored everything. So, where does this want me to go? Oh no, that's taking me to Nar Shaddaa. Could be up here or could be over here. Let's go there and I'll at least be closer to the right area for the next bit. Oh, it is here. Cool. Haven't I been in here before? I feel certain that I have. Okay, so I don't have to go too far in to get to my objective, which is nice. Ah yes, of course. I ran through here and noticed that there was a Jedi Consular phase zone that wasn't available to me yet because I hadn't met the criteria. But now I have. Wonder what this is for. Life falls away, according to Kaizen Fess. Standing on a lift. Wow, he just took loads of damage. Wonder what from? It can't have been falling damage, surely. I don't think it can have been from these robots either, because they're not that strong. Did he get clipped by the lift descending somehow? This AoE is huge compared with the AoEs for troopers. Or at least the commando. Is it the commando? Damn, I can't remember. I created a trooper that I've been playing, and I haven't really liked it very much. The heavy one with the two-handed, like, underslung weapon. Not really been enjoying the class very much, so I'm going to leave it alone. And go back to playing different character aside from this one. Because there's 4 stories to get through and I'm only making my way through one story as part of the streams. Are there some more droids for me? Yes, there are. There's plenty of droids. Cool. Is this leaking coolant or something? Yeah, that's a great idea. Stand in it, Kaizen. I'm sure that won't be a problem. Wow, that's a lot of generators, I assume. They've got electricity crackling around them, so I've been taught to assume that means power generators. They could just be lightning machines, like for show. I realised that a power generator is basically a lightning machine. If that's how you want to phrase it.
You wanted too long, too long! But now the reactor will bathe Taris in fire. No black rock, no shadow. The Republic will not spread it! I can cleanse it here, cauterize the flow!
Destroy that reactor, and everyone you've tried to help on Taris will die. Including your Padawan.
My Padawan? Why? Lord Vivicar commanded it.
Who is this Lord Vivicar? Why are you taking orders from him?
He is... He commands me. I can't.
It's all right, Master. I'm here to help you, remember? Master Tychon explained everything. I see the beauty in Taris that the Republic destroyed. His work must continue to save Taris, and we will be together.
Believe me, Eris, I understand how this hurts. But your loyalty is blinding you.
You couldn't understand. Master Tychon has shown me the truth.
You would devastate an entire planet just on Tychon's say-so.
I only want the Republic to... No, Master. We should find another way.
What's this? Such brightness in her, and she dares strike against me?
Never. I will not fight you, Master Tychon, but you're ill. Let us help you.
This doesn't have to come to violence. Don't force me.
They all turn against me. You brought this darkness here. The purification of Taris will begin with you.
Oh, there we go.
Strength. We were strong once. The weak perish on Taris. No, please! The darkness comes to swallow me home.
I wonder why you've got two different options for, say, shielding him, and I guess just you're free to kill him if you feel like it.
Close your eyes. When you open them, this nightmare will be over.
The darkness is gone. I am myself again. You've saved me. At great cost to yourself. I can feel it. I am truly sorry.
He's got 3 digits on his hands and 4 on his feet, so what the heck's up with that? Usually they match. In number, not necessarily in shape, obviously.
While you were ill, you mentioned a Lord Vivicar. Do you remember?
No. I recall the name, but not what it means. I'm sorry. I will go before the Republic and admit my guilt. Purge myself of this shame. I harmed so many and almost destroyed my Padawan. I'm not fit to be a Jedi Master.
We gain strength through adversity. Enduring the plague will make you stronger.
And you can pass on that strength to others, Master.
I must report to Master Seal Bakarn and the Council. There's much to be done. I'm sure Captain Nelex will want to know you are safe. Thank you again. I still can't believe the sacrifice you made for me. I only hope your burden does not become too great.
Same. Although I doubt it will. I don't think that would
Thank
be...
you for sparing Master Tychon. I doubt Captain Nelex would have been so forgiving. The Republic won't understand. When Master Tychon turns himself in, they'll never forgive him for this.
I don't believe that healing all of the Masters will be the end of my character's story arc. I'm sure that I'll get to finding the one in control of them and freedom. He's an alien, who cares? What about the wrong number of digits on his hands and feet? I care. It's a matter of internal consistency with the logic.
The Republic knows the value of mercy.
I hope so. He needs compassion right now.
What the point of having this huge space was for that fight? Because they never need this much space. What does the biology of beings from whatever planet he's from follow? Form follows function and stuff. Yeah, I guess. I mean, when it comes to creating the biology for aliens, all we can go from is biology on Earth. I mean, Kaizen is another reptilian species, and he's got 3 digits on hands and 3 digits on feet. He's a Trandoshan compared with, I think it's Kalish, that that master we just helped was from. So we haven't explored a couple of areas on this planet. I don't know how much left there is of the mission here. Oh well, let's just fast travel out, I guess. There are life forms on Earth that are varied in that. Crustaceans such as lobsters and scorpions, for example. Well, but they're an entirely different order of, well, not entirely, but they're a very, very different order of species, aren't they? And I don't know that scorpions are different, because they've got pincers, but their feet that they actually walk with, their legs that they walk with, have got a couple of little claws on, I think. Oh well. Oh, they've done some remarkably fast repairs and taken down the barricade that they had up.
I was watching the reactor readouts. We lived to fight another day, thanks to you. So, is Tyken dead?
And there's some lobster species that have a right and left arm that are different sizes and shapes. Yeah, I guess. But again, like, crustaceans are exoskeletal, not endoskeletal, like lizards. They're enormously different in terms of, like, their biology as creatures.
Master Tyken has been freed from his illness. He's on his way back to Tython.
What? Are you sick in the head, too? How could you let him go after what he did?
Don't Republic soldiers swear to defend the innocent? Tyken is a victim, as much as your men were.
The difference being, Tyken's still breathing. I got Eris's checkpoint signal. You're careful about keeping your own people alive, I see. Oh, while you were gone, Master C.O. Bakarn contacted me. He's waiting to hear from you.
The Council will want a full report on this.
Don't take your eye off Tyken. You let him live, you're responsible for whatever he does next. Good hunting, Jedi.
He was being mind controlled, my dude. That is not his fault. I need to go to my ship for a holotransmitter. I guess the handheld one I've got isn't good enough. I guess this will take me to the next planet, Nar Shaddaa. There wasn't much left of this one to do. Although, there is a bunch of heroic missions here to do. What do you reckon? Should I stay here and do the heroic missions? They are... Well, if I went and found the people that gave them, I'd get conversation cutscenes. I don't know where they are. For the most part. It'd be nice if there were markers on the map. Huh, who's Strom?
Fantastic, you're back. Governor Suresh needs to speak to you right away. Hold on.
How wonderful to see you again. I'm sure you're already noticing the changes your efforts have brought. Rakghoul attacks are down 80% in the resettlement zone, and the few we encounter are repelled more easily. Construction crews are back to work, with a bit of arm twisting, and they're developing more ambitious projects. They believe in what we're doing again, thanks to you.
It will be a pleasure to see what you and your workers can create together.
Unfortunately, not all of the news is good. Our successes come at a price. The Rakghouls we've displaced now threaten our forward expedition teams. We've endangered our most vulnerable projects. The work those teams are doing is critical to reclaiming Taris. If we don't help them, the confidence we've worked so hard to restore could die forever.
We've come much too far to let things fall apart now.
I knew I could count on you. Everyone working in that wilderness has lost friends and comrades. They're frightened and losing hope quickly. I need you to rekindle that hope. To show our people that no enemy is too powerful to overcome.
Let's get to work. Sounds like there's a lot to do.
The team leads are at Bridgick's Run. It was a top-notch swoop track before the Sith attacked.
A speeder will take you out once you're ready. When you land, find my agent Vilo. He'll be your guide. Hundreds of lives and millions of credits were sacrificed to bring us to this point. Do whatever it takes. Our project cannot fail.
Well, that's a lot. Wonder why they need a big... Oh, right, it's not just a cylinder, it's probably a way in and out for ships. Okay. Oh, all the way over there. Okay. Back out there then, I guess. Oh, and there's another one. I'm sure I didn't miss that last time I was here. They sprung up because I've completed missions.
If you're here from
I guess
Republic
so.
Command, don't worry. We got the message. It's too dangerous. And if you're from the Union, same thing. None of my men are working as long as those tremor maws are in the lake.
I don't know what a tremor maw is, but it doesn't sound good.
Yeah, swamp lizards the size of a speeder. We tried to build a pipeline to the lake. You try and get the colonists a little fresh water, and what happens? Deaths, dismemberments, and your project's shut down. We exploded a few demolition charges to scare the Maws off, but it just makes them want to fight. Our blasts were more like bait.
Do you need me to get you back on track?
If you think you can kill these things, you're welcome to try. Demolition charges are still set up in the lake. Obviously, when you key them into blow, don't walk. Run out of the blast radius. That stuff is construction-grade detonite. Then, get ready for the fight of your life. Maws can bite through a gripper crane, let alone humanoids like us.
And what evolutionary path brought them to be that strong and attracted to explosions? Something about explosions must be similar to, like, territory marking, or maybe mating calls or something.
Master Jedi, honored to have you. Nice to see some of your order out of the temple and in the world again.
They're coming. The door. The door. We have to get out. Alert the base. Everyone needs to evacuate.
Is the base under attack? What's going on?
That's Maya. Former First Lieutenant of the Endar Rebirth. The first scout vessel sent here to evaluate the possibility of recolonization. Ship disappeared 5 years ago, and 3 days ago, Maya comes staggering out of one of the collapsed buildings outside the base. He lived out there. No weapons but what he made from salvage, holding his own against the rat ghouls all that time.
I'm more than impressed, actually.
We breed our boys tough. Maya swears there are other survivors trapped in those ruins, tormented by rat ghouls. Upper brass, sitting on Ord Mantell, say it's too dangerous to send in a rescue unit, so those boys will die to spare some others the risk of it.
He seems traumatized, is what he seems.
5 years. Those soldiers should not be left to suffer another day.
I was hoping you'd jump on the chance. I'd have been right there with you back when I had no stripes to wear.
You'll help? They're in the ruins. The city, it's all collapsed. You can't see the ghouls. Just the yellow eyes and the smell.
Anyone you find, bring them here. We'll make sure they finish their days in comfort.
Well, that's good. It seems like they need psychiatric help.
Listen here, all you blaster-wielding frontier fighters. Sund Technologies is the best provider of wartime technology the Republic has. Now, I'll tell you, there are some very violent creatures out there. Rat ghouls, Nexu. I have the injuries to prove it. But when there's work to be done, and credits to be made, Sund Tech doesn't rest, and neither should you. What I am offering is a high-paying technological recovery operation that will revolutionize the Republic's work here on Taris.
What kind of technology are you researching here on Taris?
Oh, the usual. The kind that makes me filthy and disgustingly rich. No, I'm kidding. I happen to know that 300 years ago, some enterprising swoop racers got their hands on a revolutionary engine accelerator. And I thought, here's the Republic struggling to reclaim Taris because of bad conditions and poor transportation. And the solution's right here. All they need is someone to transform that accelerator into the kind of innovative, high-efficiency transportation Sun Technologies is known for.
Have you had any luck recovering it?
Well, there has been a little bit of a minor setback.
Of course there has.
The old swoop tracks are crawling with beasts. Beasts that nearly chewed my leg off. I'm not going to say I've overreached myself here, but I'm not really the fighting kind. I could use some help finding the accelerator.
Tell me where I need to go.
Just head out to the old tracks and scan the old bikes. If you can clear out the beasts so we can salvage the accelerator when you're done, even better.
Sounds like a plan. Surprised that there are bogworms hanging out right next to Nexu. But okay. You'd think that they'd be competing for territory.
How many teeth did you say those things have? Over 3,000? Because I think I feel every one of them.
Stop complaining. She barely grazed you. Besides, this gave us solid evidence of changes in Nexu maternal behavior as a result of... You! What do you know of the plight of the endangered Nexu?
And who might you be?
I am the voice of the voiceless. Protector of the Nexu. The most beautiful, intelligent, adaptable.
Giant, drooling cat monsters with big, pointy spikes.
Liberated zoo specimens started a thriving population here on Taris. But the sows are starting to frenzy because their pups are being stolen! Blasted scavengers!
Are Nexu good eating or something?
Some unscrupulous piles of dung think it's fun to throw helpless animals into gladiatorial pits so people can laugh while they're cut into pieces.
Most of the time, the Nexu win.
I'd go after those scavengers myself, but I, lost all feeling in my blaster hand.
To a Nexu love bite.
Of course, if someone else wanted to volunteer...
How can it be right to take the lives of sentients in defense of mere beasts?
Sentients build cities, destroy planets, wipe out entire species. They don't need anyone to stand up for them.
Except when they're being snacked on by Nexu.
These scavengers spend their whole lives tearing helpless babies from their loving mothers.
Nexu mothers eat their young.
If you want to help, you could go to the main scavenger camp and destroy the cages they're using to trap Nexu.
Seems weird that I'm accepting this quest, but okay. Those cages aren't very big, are they? Yes, just thrust a lightsaber straight into that crate. I'm sure that it won't do anything to the Nexu pup inside of it. Oof, Jesus. Taking a lot of damage. there more Nexu cages up here? Or is it just scavengers? Oops. Hello. They noticed me. Oh, they're holding off rat ghouls. Okay. Oh, it doesn't seem like there are any Nexu cages up here. Put my lightsaber away just before the animation to thrust with it happened, so it was as though I punched the cage open. Can I slip by them? Yes.
Did you do it? Did you strike a blow for Nexu everywhere?
Oddly easier than striking a blow against Nexu.
Tell me how it went.
Your Nexu pups are safe.
Ah, because of your efforts, future generations can enjoy the magnificent sight of a Nexu stalking its prey through the Tarisian swamps.
Probably human prey.
Nexu attacks should drop dramatically now that they're no longer defending their cubs. Thank you.
Any chance of changing our plans to focus on saving the rare Tarisian bark beetle?
I mean, the Nexu are probably only here because, I mean, she said it, that
Appreciate your business.
They escaped from zoos. This is a weird place to set up any kind of a settlement. Oh, hey, he's got a heroic mission.
But how? There were no survivors. You weren't part of the research team, were you? and I gotta warn you. There's something around here that hunts Jedi like the mother of all Rakghouls. The creature's got a whole Jedi expedition, then ate my unit for dessert.
That's a lot.
What creatures? Something attacked the Jedi?
Something that makes Rakghouls look downright cute and cuddly.
Jeez.
Should have known when they said the Jedi got wiped out. What am I supposed to do that half a dozen Jedi can't? I don't know if those monsters ate the Jedi and barfed up the Force, but they were using powers like I've never seen.
What do you do when half a dozen Jedi get taken out? Go and find an even more powerful Jedi.
Cannot ignore a menace on that scale.
You think you can do better than the other Jedi? Be my guest. Let me know what happens, so I can convince them not to send me back in.
The governor sent us plenty of help already. Volunteers, mercs, even Jedi. And they're all dead or working on it. I'm not watching the body count go any higher. We're pulling out. ASAP. You want to help? Help us load up for evac.
It's natural to feel afraid, Major. But don't let that blind you to hope.
I'm no coward, Jedi. I've got lives to save. If you want to get yourself eaten or turned into a monster, go right ahead. Anything and anyone that isn't packed when we leave is meat. Your choice.
Ni at bamba boshura moki. Kusa malachikuta, ikosa mose alachuta.
Do whatever you have to, Vilo. Don't let him take these people out of here.
Otocha ka nagulawa. Mijusku ba flota lista.
Surprised there aren't more quests here.
Report your ailments.
Yeah, we already visited one of them, didn't we? Not much of a camp, is it? Just a few vaguely covered, oddly shaped tents. And no beds. It is said this is old track, no tracks to my seeing. Different kind of track, my dude. These quests are having us bounce around all over the place, aren't they? Oops.
This is not a grooming behavior. That's tool use at the very least.
I know that, and you know that. I'm just saying neither the university nor the garrison... Never mind, we have company.
Hi, I'm Mola Haxtor. This is Professor Vraal. We're applied xenozoologists. Could you settle something for us?
I'm sorry, xenozoologist?
We study alien life forms. On Taris, that pretty much means Rakghouls.
Come look at this. We implanted a recording device in a Rakghoul and released him. This image is from the footage of his warren. It looks like a new species of Rakghoul. Taller, meaner, dominates normal Raks. And when it was being recorded, it
reached over and shut the transmitter off.
I didn't think Rakghouls were that smart.
They may not be, but the evidence is compelling. If he were playing with a switch, he'd flick it on again. He hasn't.
If these ghouls are capable of tool use, our colony defenses need to be changed. But we need the footage of our device to be sure.
Besides the obvious academic prestige, it is essential that the Republic find out how dangerous this new species is.
The last thing we want are organized Rakghouls. I'll dig up your device.
Oh, it's all the way up there, alright. Oh, what? You seem to be engaged in combat with the others. Guards. Really can't advise attacking me. It's not going to go your way. Wait, it's not down, is it? No, there's nothing. There's no way to get under there. Alright. He fell an odd way. The attack came in like this, and he went like that. But we're going to have a quest that takes us in there, aren't we? And here I thought we were done with the planet. Nope. Got plenty more stuff to do.
You're back. Let's queue up that footage and see the rat ghouls.
Calm down, Mola. I think some thanks are in order.
Yes, of course. We'd never go into the Warrens, even with an escort. This wouldn't have happened without you.
There were ghouls galore.
If the rat ghouls are a danger, they must be confronted.
If this works out, we'll be sure to credit you in the Journal of Sentientology.
Mola, how about phrasing it like, Tarisian colonists probably all owe you their lives?
You don't think that's more abstract?
I'll upload the footage. Let's talk after we've looked it over.
Wonder why it needed to be blacked out for so long. I thought and hoped that we were going to see a bit of cutscene there with some animated rat ghoul stuff, but no.
The new species has a lair that looks like an ex-power plant. And it's got, get this, crude recent construction.
Mola, the fact that they can build a ladder is the least of our worries. Day 2, minute 11. One of the new species pushes away the others in order to get at a food source.
But he pushes them without touching them. It's very clear there is no contact.
A new species can use the Force.
But the old kind, they never could, right?
There is a widespread theory that the Rakul plague was an artificial creation of the so-called dark side. Thus, their evolution deviates from the standard model. But it leaves us with some disturbing possibilities.
We don't know if just one of the new species is Force sensitive or all of them. If it's all of them, the garrison is considering evacuation.
This is the largest threat facing Taris. We need eyes in that Rakul lair.
Maybe they'll be reasonable. We have yet to be able to communicate with them. I don't think that we can reason with them. That's a couple of steps along.
I will risk it to protect the colonies.
Alright, the lair you want is deep in Rakghoul territory. Some of the power plant structure is still recognizable. I'll fit you with a transmitter so we can see what you see. Get close enough to film the creatures, but if one notices you, do what you have to do.
That is a big pile of bones. I wonder why they pile up bones. Okay, I need to go that way, but I'm curious about what's this way. Loot. And it's better gear. Ooh. Check that out. Wonder why that Rakghoul had this robe with a cloak on it. I'd really like it if this class had armor that wasn't all skirts. I'd like trousers on my Sage, please. At some point. wonder what the purpose of this is. I wonder if there's a skull on the list of objects that your character can pick up and throw with project. Oh no, I want to go this way, don't we? Because, like, there has to be a list, an internal list that the game uses to determine what object gets picked up and thrown with project. And on it will be boulders and crates and stuff like that, but I wonder whether skulls are on it anywhere. Ooh, hey. Neck ghoul. Dark Adept. That's probably not going to go our way, is it? They're standing upright as well. You can play at the pebble throwing game, my friend, and I'm better at it than you are. Oh, did he get thrown back? Is that what was up? Was that, why did he jump that way? There aren't any enemies behind us that way. Oh, now he's hostile with us. Let's finish clearing the place, I guess. I mean, there's only this one left, besides the enemy, the main one. Some poor bugger left in here.
Approach. I am Bayon Siyu of the Sanage Temple.
Hey, you! The one who killed the Nekku! Open the lock! This holocron is crazy!
Calm yourself. I am incapable of madness. Madness is internal chaos. And there is no chaos, only harmony.
Back up. What did you call the dead thing?
Net ghouls! He named them, not me!
The net ghouls activated me when they became force sensitive. I saw them quest for knowledge and began teaching them.
All they learned is better ways to kill. You saw it!
This Jedi Knight, Danajor, entered the Warren. He sought battle, and the net ghouls reacted.
How can you justify teaching predators the Force?
Humans are predators, as are Twi'leks, Togruta, and other sentients. Net ghouls also can choose their path.
He keeps saying that, but he's been trying to teach them manners for years. It won't work. There are hundreds of rat ghouls and net ghouls in the deep warrens by the reactor. They can't be allowed to live.
Revenge is not the Jedi way, Dana. Your plan will create ruin and poison.
The creatures are dangerous, but I would hear both sides.
He wishes you to use that control panel to fire the reactor and lower its shielding. What you plan is mass murder. No thinking creature deserves to die a lingering death from radiation. There are alternatives.
They were born of dark side sorcery. They cannot change.
It merely requires time, which I have. They cannot harm me. Leave me here with them, and seek death no more.
He doesn't seem like a Sith.
If they can think and choose, they can learn. Reach them if you can. We will go.
Your trust will not be forgotten. Now free this man.
Surprised he couldn't free himself.
I am free, but they live unpunished. If I can't give justice to their victims, what will I do?
Return to the surface. Then meditate upon the actions that led you here.
I will do so. Thank you for saving my life.
You are a remarkable person not to give in to instinct. A lesson these net ghouls must also learn. It may be generations, but what is done with the dark can be undone by the light. One day, they will walk on Taris as humans do.
Got to make them less infectious.
Here. We got everything recorded. Good work. We heard the plan. We'll keep watch on the site. Now, clear out of there before something hears all this talking.
Also a good plan. I wonder why they were keeping him prisoner. Oh, someone else coming through. Vanguard. Vanguard, that's the other trooper class, isn't it? So, I've got a Vanguard and... is it a Commando? I've got both of the trooper classes and Vanguard is the one I prefer. personally. Having played about as much of each as the other. Although Vanguards are much more melee focused. Ooh. Oh no. That's medium armor. I can't wear that. I was going to say, ooh, pants that I can wear. But no. That is not the case. Why that didn't catch this one as well? This ability, telekinetic wave, should hit enemies within 8 meters of the primary target. Is that repeatable?
I'm here for field work. Taris has some unique opportunities for zoologists.
Take a look at the stock. What can I get you?
I think that heals exactly the same amount. Yeah, it does. Right.
Appreciate your business.
Right, let's head over here then, I guess. Actually, let's head up to here and do these two. Can you play Sith? You can. There's two factions in the game. There's Republic and Sith Empire. And each of the classes on the Republic side is basically mirrored on the Sith side. So, what's that? Oh, it's a speed bike. I can start scanning things now. So apparently their numbers are the same, like the damage numbers, but the animations and the names and the icons are all different. So basically they don't have to balance 16 different classes. They've just got 8, and then they're mirrored. So like they have to deal with different animations and stuff, but that's easier to handle, I think, than having 16 or like than having to try and balance the numbers. Also, just like the classes on the Republic side, there's 8 classes and 4 like main archetypes with classes clumped in 2s under those. They're thematically very similar, but they're called different things. So like you've got Jedi Consulars and Jedi Knights, but on the other side they're not called Sith Consular or Sith Knight. I don't remember what they're called. One's a Juggernaut, another is an Inquisitor, and another is an Assassin. the Inquisitor and the Assassin are equivalent to Jedi Sage and Jedi Shadow. But I don't know to what extent, like, I don't know how things play out if you're... Okay, so let's start with... Your character, regardless of faction, has an alignment chart like this, with dark side and light side, and I have to assume that that's the same whether you're playing Jedi or Sith, or, well, not Jedi, but Republic or Sith, Empire, and... you can, if you want to, play a Jedi who's an absolute bastard and who goes all the way to the dark, but that never changes your faction. Apparently there's never any point at which you can change factions. I looked this up because I was curious, given that we have that alignment meter. Because I was curious about whether, like, if you decided you wanted to start out as a Jedi playing on the Republic side, whether you could be as evil and mean as you possibly could, and as a result get the option to switch faction to become a Sith of the equivalent class and spec. But no, turns out your faction is fixed unless you pay for a faction transfer. Like, you can't earn one. Which is a bit disappointing, but yeah. Where was I going with this? So, presumably, you can, conversely, whilst you can play an absolute bastard Jedi, you can presumably play a good Sith, or as close to good as you can possibly get within that system, which does intrigue me somewhat, but not enough to put up with playing as a Sith. To get to that point. Like, you'd need to play an evil, awful character for quite a long time before you got to the point where your good choices affected things, I imagine. Because, like, we don't get choices for good and evil all that often as characters. The framework is we're going around helping people, doing good, and then during those, I don't know what kind of percentage of the time. It's not that much. It's maybe a fifth. We get the option to make a good or evil choice, and very often we get 2 good choices versus 1 evil one. Oh hey, found the speeder accelerator. Nice. So now we want bog stalkers, which is the bonus objective. So, yeah, I imagine that the Sith side will be a framework of evil, within which you can occasionally do nice things. So there was a quest to pick up over here, a heroic. Playing evil characters is not my bag at all. I don't enjoy it. I only did it during DCUO because there wasn't that much of it, comparatively. And I could rationalize it a bit. So I personally, my curiosity to find out about how playing a good Sith plays out is not sufficient to overcome my lack of enjoyment of playing evil characters. Is basically where that was going.
Get out while you can. There's nothing they can pay to make this job worth it. Oh. My apologies, Master Jedi. I thought for a second you were a hired grunt like the rest of us. Like rat ghouls aren't bad enough. They need to start breeding in the middle of a blasted nuclear reactor. Makes them twice the size and mean.
I'd like to help, any way I can.
Oh, that's awful generous. How do you feel about dying of an irradiated rat ghoul bite? I went into the rat ghoul warren right over that way, with 24 men. I'm the only one who crawled out alive. They're swimming in radiation. They've mutated into monsters that don't slow down even when you blast their brains onto the wall.
That's a lot.
The Force can calm the rage even in them.
No offense, Master Jedi, but good blasted luck. If they aren't destroyed down to the last beast, the whole settlement will be a graveyard. Once you're done, if you live, talk to Androclus Methodius there. He's heading up this task force.
Don't know that I believe that they keep moving even if you blast their brains out, but okay. I should probably switch him to tank, shouldn't I? Oh, can't blast in combat. Makes sense. What was that? Can I sell trash to him? Huh. I can. I can give trash to Kaizen and he'll go away for 60 seconds to go to the nearest settlement, I guess, and sell it for me. Nice. I mean, it's a little bit like the pets you can get in okay, maybe I shouldn't have tried this without him. It's a bit like your pet companions in Torchlight 2 and probably 3. I haven't played. Is 3 out? DCO isn't really a whole lot of proper villainy, yeah, especially since the bad guy faction is a whole awful, lawful evil. They follow some rules and laws, even if begrudgingly. Yeah, they're not like complete out-and-out bastards like I imagine the Sith Empire here is, because the Sith Empire makes its own rules, and their rules are made by people obsessed with being edgelords. So they've got free license to be as terrible as they can possibly manage. So I imagine that the Sith Empire is a lot worse than we saw evil characters being in DCUO, and even there I was feeling uncomfortable whilst I was playing and not really enjoying it, and just doing it for the sake of exploring the story. So yeah, apparently one of the Sith side stories, the one for the Sith agent, is super good. Like, multiple sources say that it's the best in the game, but I don't want to find out personally. I mean, if I'm really curious, I'll watch a gameplay of it from someone else. Beast must have had magnificent death. Oh, this? Oh, Jesus, is a ribcage. Wow. I didn't notice. I thought this was just another arch like this thing. But no, this is bits of dead creature. Wonder what kind of creature it was. Wonder where its skull is. Now this is getting very, very small down here. That's not normal ribcage behavior. Wonder what kind of creature it was. I already asked that question. I wonder what rat cool infections do. Maximum health reduced by 1% per stack. Oh, okay. Oh, and here's some more ribcage. This has to be the tail end, right? This, you wouldn't come down to a head for something this size on supported by vertebrae this small, would you? I'm sure this is the head end. Yeah, it's definitely helpful to have Kaizen on tank duty. So what objectives do I actually have here? Defeat your rat ghouls, find lost Jedi holocrons. So no lost Jedi. That's a shame. That's standing upright and it has a training saber. So this is a force using. Neck cool. Aha.
We are here on a mission of mercy. I am recording this hollow journal to preserve our efforts for posterity. All evidence indicates that raccoons are not beasts, but formerly sentient victims of a plague that mutates the body and mind. It was Sith science that created the plague. And where the Force has corrupted, perhaps the Force can also heal.
That's one of them. So not holocrons, but hollow journals. Not the same. I wonder where the rest are. Gonna be tricky to find. There wasn't one in this camp and I completely missed it, was there? There was.
We have set our camp near a raccoon lair, but have had little luck making contact with the creatures. We take heart that our theories are sound, for there is a palpable dark side presence coming from the lair. It is that influence we must combat to turn back the plague.
It's quite a big area as well. I wonder where the next one's likely to be. Is it over there? There's someone interacting with something over there. Oh no. They were just fast traveling out, I think. Oh hey, there's one.
Masters Tree Trimble and Lucana are dead. They ventured too close to the lair and were attacked. There was something else leading the raccoons. It seemed impervious to the power of the Force. I fear we've now drawn its attention.
That's bad news. It's probably one of these things, isn't it? I wish these things were easier to find. I wonder whether these are paired. If I attack one, will it draw the other? Yes. Fantastic. Alright. He'd had something to drop as well, did he? Okay. Considering how powerful my character is with the Force, it is endlessly frustrating that their ability to jump is not increased as well. Like, okay, I realise balancing that for other player characters would be a bit of a pain. But surely there's a way, like a technological explanation for allowing characters to jump, like jump packs or something.
We have doused our fire, but still they find us. They seem to smell the Force in us. The light draws out their own darkness. We were wrong. This is far worse than a plague. They cannot be saved. I hope we still can.
So yeah, like, I feel like Force characters should be able to Force jump. Maybe not like super jump, but certainly like acrobatics in superhero games terms. And there shouldn't be a need to accommodate for, or rather to separate out Force users from non-Force users in terms of access to this ability. Like, it should be possible for you to come up with like jump packs or something to explain why non-Force users can still move in the same way that Force users can. Jump jetpacks or zip wires or anything you want. So I need to find irradiated rat ghouls and do them in. While attacking this one, pull the other one as well. Yes. Pair of irradiated rat ghouls here. Cool. So Kaizen needs a bit of healing. That didn't really do much to him, did it? Alright, let's use this then. Boba Fett's jetpack. Yeah, stuff like that. Exactly that. Plenty of other games use the same system of like movement abilities. Granted, they're mostly superhero games, but I think the point still stands. This is going to pull in that Net ghoul horror, isn't it? This is the last irradiated rat ghoul I need. I've got way less health than he has, haven't I? Much has he got? 8,000, nearly 9,000 health, and I've got nearly 3,000, so I've got like a third of his health. Oh hey, there's an... oh jeez, go away. There's an objective through here. Gonna need to fight my way further in. I have some choices to make. Or a choice to make, and then I'll unlock this. Force speed gives 2 stacks of clamoring force, which allows disturbance and telekinetic burst to be activated instantly. In addition, while force imbalanced by force armor, your damage reduction is increased by 10%. Okay, so which of these 6 abilities? Which 3 of these? Oh no, they're 8, aren't they? Which 3 of these 8 abilities do I want? These 2 and this one. Blockout. Activating Cloud Mind grants Blockout, which increases damage reduction by 25% for 6 seconds. Metaphysical Alacrity. Reduces the cooldowns for Force Speed by 5 seconds, Force Slow by 3 seconds, and Force Barrier by 30 seconds. In addition, Force Speed lasts half a second longer. Okay, that doesn't seem that... I mean, they're like quality of life, but not much use in combat. Your Force Armor reverberates with Force Energy, blasting attackers for a bunch of damage when it absorbs direct damage to you. This effect does not affect Force Armors placed on allies and cannot occur more than once each second. Let's take that. Just the one guy. Oh no, not just the one guy. Meditating here. We're lucky he can't call his allies over.
This place to colonization.
New gear. And once again, this is incapable of replacing the correct or lowest level thingamay. There we go. Now let's get out and down here. What? Yes, I can. It's got very arbitrary decision making about whether I can see enemies or not. Poor old Kaizen. Hopefully he teleports to me soon. There we go. Oh. I want to go this way. There we are. Now we shall heal him. Or heal himself, perhaps. loads of health. Warning, you are now being exposed to story radiation. Yeah, only now being exposed to radiation would be a bit arbitrary, wouldn't it?
You're smarter than you look.
Wonder what gear we'll get here. Ooh. New hat, new robe. I think this matches this set. Actually, the name will probably give us a clue, won't it? Toxic Force Lord's lower robe. No. Soladar System Senator's coat. Despite that, they do look like they are part of the same set, don't they? Okay, hopefully we can fast travel out to here. We can. Splendid.
Report your ailments. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Commando Team 7 has missed 2 scheduled check-ins and is considered missing in action. I'm sure that we'll find the person that gives this at some point, won't we?
I should have taken the gig on Hoth.
So, this is telling me that there's... Oh, it's just mission board, okay.
Reminder, mechanized travel is for official business only.
That wasn't quite the place that we wanted to get to. But we're definitely closer now, at least. Oh, that was a lot of fall damage.
Two things that would really make my day right about now. An Alderanian brandy, or news that you found the accelerator and cleared the track. One or the other. I'm not picky.
Well, I don't have any Alderanian brandy. Ah, the train track in this area is broken, almost as if it's buried.
Alderanian brandy would be good right now, but it's the latter.
Here you go. Don't spend it all in one place. I hear there's a super fast speeder hitting the market in 10 to 12 months.
Maybe I'll have earned speeder piloting that can go that fast by that point. Alright, let's set up over here then. Where'd he go? He says something about scorekeeper favors with strength and wisdom, and then just... Am I supposed to stand on something like this to stop it from grabbing me or something? What the heck? Apparently that was enough to defeat a Tremor. Did Kaizen do most of the work? What was up with that? Just disappeared. Okay, so that's what a Tremor looks like, I guess. And that's how the first fight should have gone. You know, I'm surprised that they don't have any animations for the water to get affected by force wave and other force pushing effects. Just kill rat ghouls, okay. I think I can manage that. We're out of the heroic area, so why don't I take him down to damage instead of tanking?
Saved my life.
Don't worry about it.
I can't believe you came.
So he's one of the dudes that was surviving on the planet for 5 years, hiding quite close to a thoroughfare. You would think you'd have noticed the other non-Rakghoul sapient life on the planet.
So close. I could feel his breath on my skin.
You're wearing
You'll be all right now.
full coverage
Finally
gear.
going home.
Unhelpful buggers. There we go. That's that done. We've just got one more. Grid reference to check. I expect we'll find another surviving dude. Yeah, here we are. Oh, hey! It's not a pile of rubble. Well, it's not only a pile of rubble. It's an excavated sort of scrap heap shelter.
I'm here to rescue you.
I was about to give up. Thank you. Thank you.
Is he fighting an enemy underground? Maybe they don't have actual water deformation in the game engine. Splash effects are easy to fake and do a thin layer with no real depth. Yeah, I mean, even that much. Like, the ability Force Wave has a dust cloud. A bunch of them have dust clouds when they're, like, going along the surface. So why they can't have a water spray or something, I don't know. I guess it's not a high priority. What's this? Oh, it's locked. Okay.
You see anything you like? Just let me know.
Well, let's find out what's
Come
in
back
here,
anytime.
I guess. Reconfigured disassembler core. Maybe the idea is that they need to set the attack animation to have multiple forms that changed based on environment. Doable, but more work, I guess. Yeah. This power core has been reconfigured using miscellaneous droid circuitry by Jawas. The original center unit looks reminiscent of Infinite Empire technology and will not fit standard core adapters. Okay. What do I do with it? Do I put it in my ship? Does it just hang out in my inventory forever now?
The Lake team says they heard you at work. Given the size of those blasts, I'm surprised we didn't down here. Any problems detonating those bombs?
No trouble. It's more fun than trying to defuse them.
I wouldn't know. Sounds like your life is a bit more exciting than mine. But there's good news. I told the Republic the swamp is clear, and they instantly gave the go. No more bureaucratic boondoggle. Now we'll double time it until the pipeline is done. Those colonists are gonna feel a lot better when they can afford a shower.
Oh hey, unlocked another one. Hopefully the water will be cleaned before it gets to them to shower with, because it certainly doesn't look clean. Oh, is this all the ones that we rescued? I mean, they're wearing the same armor, so maybe. There's more of them though.
Medic! Don't worry.
Oh no, here they are.
You're safe now. We'll give you something to help you sleep.
Yay, drugs.
Good. Maya says that's all that's left alive. If it wasn't for you, every one of those men would have turned rat ghoul. No, I wish I could have been there.
I felt their anguish and sought them out in the thick of the rat ghoul nests.
We're lucky to have you. When those boys wake up, I'll tell them a real Jedi Master thought their lives were worth saving. As soon as those boys pass quarantine, we'll get them to a real hospital. Whatever they need, it's theirs on the Republic's tab. And I'll tell them it's all thanks to you.
Nice. So then there's another mission here from whatever species this guy is. Senaru.
Abra vimos brandimus prostis cad adveretag. Carogia gia Israel Christ.
Once we'd handed this one in, so I couldn't do them all whilst I was up here. But oh well. Seems like there's only the one area that I haven't explored, and that's up here. Okay. Oh, didn't like that. Wonder whether this will turn him hostile as well. I'm just scanning you. Oh, come on. Pirates. I don't need to scan pirates to see whether they are capable of surviving toxic environments. The information wouldn't be helpful. Wasn't nearly as tough as the other two, or three. Guess it's got less health. 2,700. No, 2,500. Maybe the lizards have got more defense. Lore object. Weird. Okay. I've investigated this stone next to this tree. It has revealed one of the mysteries of Taris to me. Why did it have a standard issue med pack on it? I think whilst we're here, I'm going to come up this way. Let's see what's over here.
your ailments. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Ubude waralu ful kuleg ukunet ugustama akukuzaudu. Afetwa tajeng umpurezunta urze serge jesu persentatudu.
An entire world is in danger and you're using it to advance your career?
Uwata male zubuzu vuzu jemur dul lunu. Warabold statur dun unmod tatolle ranzatwega.
Cool. So no extra missions here, but not much left, and I'll have the whole place explored. And that's a bonus. There we go. Got the whole place. No new missions here though, so it's just that terminal back down there with the heroic mission, I think. Oh, and complete this. Okay. Complete the mission terminal task at Bredgic's Run outpost. So it wants me to pick up the mission and complete it, and in doing so I will complete Taris bonus series, I think. A commando squad has gone missing in the Tularian Marsh. You've been tasked with locating them and discovering if they are okay. Locate the missing commando squad in the Tularian Marsh on Taris, which is just over here. See, what made me think that I could maybe pick that mission up from like a person is that there's a terminal a lot like that next to or near the entrance, like near the star port or the space port on this world, and every world that you can take heroic missions on, there are terminals right next to the spaceport with all of the available heroic missions on it, so that you don't actually have to go to each of the different people who give you the quests ordinarily to pick them up. Individually, you can just pick them up all together. So I thought maybe that being a terminal that's basically the same, looks the same, has a heroic mission on it, maybe this is just a convenient place to pick up a selection of heroic missions, and this is the last one that was available, given that I'd apparently completed all the other ones. Turns out that's not the case. There isn't a person that I can talk to get Future Threat. It's only available off of the terminal. as far as I can tell.
Commander! Damn! Who are you? What's happened here?
They seem to be eaten.
I was wondering that myself.
This whole thing, it's all wrong. This wasn't supposed to happen. How did I get stuck cleaning up the Republic's old messes? These men were here to deactivate bombs that the Republic gave to a Taris street gang 300 years ago during the Sith occupation. The bombs were meant to empower a revolt, but the Sith killed that idea when they decided to destroy the planet.
What happened to the bombs?
As we learned the hard way, the bombs survived. We didn't realize that the bombs withstood the planet's destruction until one of our scientific expeditions was inadvertently blown up. I don't know who I angered, but it fell to me to ensure that the remaining bombs were deactivated. These commandos were my last shot. Please, you've survived up there. You have to help me.
When they build things in the Star Wars universe, they really build them to last, don't they?
The Jedi way is to serve.
Thank you. You'll be saving lives, not to mention my job.
What, and now we have to go all the way over there? Oh, I suppose that's where the speeder parts were, and the flashing red tube objects that were like really big. I was like, those look like terminals or bombs. It turns out they are bombs. Yeah, here we are. It's amazing that this is still viable. Where's this person? Here, okay. Now maybe this is the last of the quests on this planet.
The last of the active bombs just disappeared from the grid. I can't thank you enough.
You're most welcome.
You've saved countless lives, and for that, I'm grateful.
Oh, another mission. Oh right, this is handing in Taris bonus series. Oh, it was up there. I thought it was down. It's a pain. How do I get back up? Not this way, obviously. Alright.
3, 2...
Shut it off! Shut it off! Everyone okay?
Just a few burns. I'm sorry, sir. We didn't get anything.
What was that?
Hold still. I'll fix up your hands, but you should see a medic.
Thank you. It does feel better.
We're supposed to get the old city computer systems back online. My team's been soldering hardware for weeks.
Problem is, some of the power systems are still operational. We keep hitting electrical surges, someone's going to get killed.
Engineering Team Gamma was supposed to find the generators and set them to emergency mode, but that ain't happening now.
Gamma can't do the job?
Not without a lot bigger guns than we've been issued.
The generators are outside the safe zone. Area's crawling with rat ghouls and prowlers. Until someone regulates the power, my team can't do a thing. I'm sure you've got your own problems, but if you can lend a hand, don't be shy.
Funnily enough, I have no other demands on my time for now. I'm surprised there weren't any more quests up here in Canna Outpost. I bet what I need to do is get down there, isn't it? I did see some generators along the wall here. Yeah, there we go. I was like, I thought at the time, when I noticed the first one over there, these... It's even more remarkable that these are still working than the bombs, because after 300 years you'd have thought that the system would have gummed up or worn out or something. No, thank you. Died standing up with his practice saber through his chest. Oh, defeat scavengers, okay. I thought that field moved with me, which is why I didn't bother moving the last time it was applied. Apparently not. Worth trying. Apparently it is static, which is nice to know.
You see anything you like? Just let me know. Come back anytime.
How's it looking, Imani?
Power readings are stable, sir. No reason we can't go in.
Power generators are reset. And it's you we have to thank, am I right?
Welcome, nomads.
It was the least I could do. Your team's taking a risk out here, too.
You've got my thanks at any rate. We should get back to it. We've lost time, and there's still a long way to go before systems integrity is restored.
Pleasure working with you, sir.
Keep finding more exploration missions to do. And they only seem to be opening up when I complete previous ones. Where's that even at? Here. Oh, there is a quest up here. Okay. That's up on a speeder. I did think it was odd that we'd go up there and find a camp and only have a hand in at it.
Reminder, mechanized travel is for official business only.
These mini movies, WoW didn't really have. No, they didn't. This game's got a lot more voice acting, animated conversation cutscenes, and choice than WoW had. Particularly notable is the fact that WoW has practically no player choice, much like Champions Online and DCUO. And while your character does generally get to the same place, regardless of what conversation options they take, at least, you know, you get the ability to roleplay how you feel your character would approach the conversation, unlike you do in a lot of other MMOs. I wonder if you're accidentally doing the quests out of order. I don't think so, because the quests aren't appearing as markers on my map until I complete previous ones. So, like, I didn't get a bunch of stuff in Little Outpost until I did the heroic hand-in at, or the heroic at Bredgic's Run, and then I came over here to hand it in, I think. And then I got a bunch of things here, one of which did take me up here, but when I was up here, I didn't have this marker, because I got within range of it. It's just, I mean, it is guiding me across the planet, but it's not really doing it as efficiently as it possibly could.
You boys make me sick. Did you think Taris was beaches and pretty girls? What, working on your tan? We came here to make credits, but the credits aren't here, are they? They're out there.
Is there a problem?
These lazy slugs call themselves mercenaries, but they seem to have developed an allergic reaction to getting paid. We just gotta take a few scans of the sliding plate so the Republic knows it's safe to rebuild. How hard is that? But no, all the retired soldiers, security officers, and bounty hunters in the Republic are no match for readouts on structural damage.
That place is crawling with those Rakghoul things. You saw what happened to Cal.
You're really gonna pass up the most lucrative opportunity of your careers on account of some oversized rats?
Rat ghouls are not oversized rats. They're extremely dangerous.
Exactly how lucrative would you say this job is?
Lucrative enough. Why? You interested? You take this scanning device out to the big sliding plate and bring back the data, and I'll give you the majority cut. If the money on offer is any indication, the Republic needs this data badly, and I ain't leaving empty-handed.
Of course I'll do it.
Glad to hear it. And don't let all this talk of rat ghouls scare you. They're blaster fodder.
Or at least these ones seem to be of the weaker variety. I mean, we have fought radioactive ones and force-using ones, and maybe radioactive force-using ones. I mean, they were in the the reactor. It would make sense if they were radioactive. Oops. But the main thing about them was that they were using the Force. Considering Rakghouls are the result of Sith sorcery, it's amazing that they aren't displaying more Force use, really. Weird that this is apparently all one big sliding plate. I mean, it's referred to as sliding plate, so... I guess it used to be a big plate, all one contiguous thing, and it's part of it's collapsed and it's come loose from its moorings, so now it is movable somehow. Is this where I need to be for that? Oh, I'm not in the right place, okay. Devon Race.
You're a Jedi! I didn't know anyone else was out here. I'm Devon Race, milady. I have permission from Master Silvarte to be on Taris. Exploratory mission to the old Jedi Enclave.
I haven't heard anything about a Jedi Enclave.
Centuries back, the Jedi had an outpost on Taris. They left shortly before the world burned. I'm here to recover anything left behind. But between the fauna and the looters, I haven't had much luck. We were hoping for holocrons, diaries, Jedi history. In truth, we knew it was a long shot.
This guy doesn't seem like much more than a Padawan, and this is an extraordinarily dangerous planet for a Padawan to be here without a master.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Perhaps. I am a bit overwhelmed, and we need to find everything we can to help build a future for the Order. Master Silvarte warned me that any artifacts left behind would be hidden, protected, sealed in ferrocrete pillars or disguised as statues. Our tools are lightsabers and blasters. If you can cut away the outer layers, find anything from the Enclave in these ruins, bring it to me. I'd be grateful.
I gotta stick a lightsaber in this. Yep. There we go. Found the glowy thing. I need to click it twice. It's a good thing I didn't run off. I was curious about the fact that it was glowing. Jedi relic. Okay. They were fond of this woman with buns on her head, weren't they? Oh, still got my lightsaber out. I'm sure sticking it through the front fuselage of my speeder will do the speeder plenty of good, won't it? Oh, that was in her head that time. Just whack that off. Have I still got my lightsaber out? Thanks, Kaizen. Just run off after this one, as this one is getting to you. Really got your priorities in the right order. Oh, still got more Rakghouls to kill. Okay.
Good to see you again. Incredible. You actually went through the ruins. Here it is. The history of the Jedi on Taris. Artifacts I don't even recognize. Exactly what we need to rebuild the Order.
I'm pleased I could help.
You don't know what this means. I'll get them back to the Masters unharmed. I swear. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And may the Force be with you.
Thinking that's quite a nice bed he's got. Well, wide, certainly. Not much else in the tent, though.
Report your ailments. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Well, what What do we have here? Back and with all your limbs, huh? Not frothing at the mouth? Hey, you lazy slugs. Pay attention while I hand your pay over to someone more deserving. You did good work.
That's a bit
These
unnecessary.
scans will be a big boost to the rebuilding effort. And I can finally get these boys back home to their mamas.
You're most welcome.
Ah, Strom. This guy. Right. Seems like that was... Oh, right, a quest series started by him and we go all the way around. Well, not all the way around, but like to a bunch of them. Okay, so there are a bunch of these, but fewer now that I've done some of them like out in the wild.
You heard the good news.
The governor wishes to...
The governor wishes to congratulate you herself. You've done some truly incredible work for Taris. Every last person here is in your debt.
We all have a responsibility to help restore what the Sith have destroyed.
Still, you've taken on a much greater responsibility than most people could. I'm certain there will be many more challenges to overcome as we continue our work. But I'm also certain your heroic example will inspire everyone who works to make Taris the brightest point in the Republic.
Feel free to build a memorial.
I'm proud to have been part of something so important.
We're all proud to have had you with us. Travel safely.
Ooh. There we go. And this, which returns us to a previous style, but in gold this time. Nice, nice. Okay, well, that's it for today, and I think that's it for Taris, other than the heroics that are outside at the daily heroic mission machine. I mean, I think I'd need to get close to these areas to check to see whether they've got any exploration missions, but I feel like that quest line from Strom there probably would have taken me around to them if they were there. Maybe? So, next time I'll be on Nar Shaddaa. So that's it for today and this week. I'll be back on Monday. Between now and then, I'll have this up on my YouTube, which is Vanilla Jester Gaming. So if you came late and missed bits, or you just want to pause the stream so that you can read the subtitles where the aliens are talking in non-English, then you can find that there. You can also find me on Twitter at Vanilla Jester. I tweet. Well, mostly these days it's tweeting to let people know that I've started streaming, or when I start streaming. So if I'm late like I was today, almost an hour late, you can message me on Twitter and be like, where the fuck are you? Come on, stream time. Get on it. And I'll probably go, oh, yep, sorry, sure. Or otherwise, if you feel like talking. between now and Monday, which is the next time I'll be on. So, aiming for 8 p.m. Might be later. Probably will be later. But the goal is 8 p.m. GMT, Monday, for more of this. And until then, or at least until I see you again, I hope you have a nice time, a nice weekend, and goodbye.